Just another crypto hoarder, Clif Desmond, along with you here. And I got to share something with you about XRP because being just another crypto hoarder, well, you know that I'm very interested in XRP, and you probably are too. But I found some new folks out there, well, new to me, because I've been watching like Red Pill 78, the X22 report. A couple of those guys have disappeared. They were really good when they were reporting about the cryptocurrency and stuff, but they got into real news that was a little too nosy for the news media we have today. Didn't want to deal with that much truth, I guess. So they got rid of these guys off of Twitter and YouTube. And I've been watching a few others. Kevin Cage is a good one. There are several. But I found some people new to me, but they've been doing it a long time. People doing XRP, helping folks with their XRP on Facebook. It's a closed group, though. It's a closed group. I'm going to just show you what's going on in there because there's great information. Now, in a closed group, you can go in and look at it, and you just can't post things because it's a closed group. They're not taking any new members. So, now I went ahead and I joined the group because I wanted to see what's going on, what's being said out there. Because, well, a lot of the folks that I've been watching for the last year that I've been following XRP just so happens to be, some of these guys that are gone now looking for more. I found, and I thought I'd share them with you because Facebook, just about everybody's on Facebook. And even people who aren't into cryptocurrency yet, they're on Facebook now. Some of them are hearing about cryptocurrency, want to know more about it, but where do they get help? Well, when you find a closed Facebook group about XRP, then you found something that might be valuable and worth paying attention to. So let me share with you at this time just a little bit of some of the things that I've discovered here as just another crypto hoarder. There's the it's the Ripple XRP private group in Facebook, and let me show you a little bit of what they do. This is part of what they do. Lauren, he says, "Do you really think this will go between $10 and $100? Can the world handle all these new millionaires? Then, is it possible that it'll be easy to become a millionaire? I hope not. Why would you hope not? Well, no, nothing's easy, right? Anything that looks easy might not be easy. So, the first red light goes off in your mind, and you put it on hold, and you read on, and you look at. There's an answer to Lauren's comment. Jacob Anthony Marr. If history repeats itself, we'll see minimum $150 XRP by the end of the year. It started in 2017 out at $0.006, which is a fraction of a penny. But they went out at $0.006 a piece and went to $3.84 a piece. Now, starting at $25, that same math takes you to $152. Oh, but he says, 2017, it was driven by speculation. This time it'll be driven by use case and all the partnerships. We can look into this. Let's skip down a little bit, see what all's really going on here with the Ripple XRP group, a closed group on Facebook. A lot of good stuff to learn. Yeah. Whale alert. Oh, do you know what a whale is? Well, a lot of folks who follow cryptocurrency, you're watching your charts. Maybe you're on Binance or Coinbase. I use Coinbase Pro and Coinbase. I use them both. And on Coinbase Pro, you've got these graphs where you're following green candles. It's the ritual that we all do, watching for the green candles. What do these green candles mean? The green candles, when they go up, 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 they call that a bull run. When it's steadily, slowly going up, 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 right? But you notice while it's going up, it'll get up just so far, and you think, oh, it's going to break into something cool here. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of dumping of XRP, and well, the green candles turn into like a brown orange type of a deep dark candle that doesn't shed any green light, no upward movement. It shows downward movement, and it's called whale activity. When the whales do this, whales are these mythical creatures that someone has imagined are sitting out there. They own millions of dollars worth of XRP. And what they're doing is they're manipulating the price of it by selling and dumping a whole bunch of it. And they'll sit there and they'll take turns and they'll watch XRP. They'll start to green candle a little bit. And all of a sudden, the whales, they push it down deep. You know what a whale does? He'll come up for air and then he'll go down deep and he pushes that price back down. Here's a comment from El Solo Lobo. Whale alert. 500 million XRP, which is what? 119,916,616 USD unlocked from escrow at Ripple Escrow Wallet. Well, yeah. Well, we could take a look and see what's going on with Ripple XRP on Fiat Leaks, because I'm watching XRP right now. And what you're looking at on your screen is the actual real time as of 6:06 p.m., November 7th, 2020, actual in-time XRP sales coming out of USD buying XRP in the USA. You'll notice the bubbles go up here to the US continent on the world map, and they disappear in the country where they're purchased. Now, here's one heading on over here to, where's it going? Whoa, that one may have went to, let's see, there are different, there's a lot of good stuff here. There's stuff goes up into Brazil right now. These are going into the euro. Here's an interesting one. Ukrainian, that big one right there, following right up there, the Ukraine, where it disappears. So the Ukraine, the USD. Oh, it looks like South Korea is buying a bunch of XRP right now as I speak to you. And of course, there's some euro going on up there. There's some more South Korea, a big one. The big bubbles, as I've told you before, the big bubbles are significant sales in XRP. The little bubbles are little mediocre sales, but there's a lot of them. That's the kind that I make. There's the one that goes into Brazil. There's a big one in Brazil. It just disappeared in South America, right about where my mouse cursor is. That one went to Brazil. So XRP is moving out there. It's being purchased at all times, and you can follow it on Fiat Leak. And the wonderful thing about Fiat Leak, you can follow any cryptocurrency on Fiat Leak. Isn't that amazing? So back here, the whale alert, when you're watching your charts and the green candles going up, turn orange and start going down, it's the whales. What did we save the whales for? We saved the whales. Okay, all right, it's a comparison. It's not real whales swimming in the ocean. We leave them alone. And we leave these other whales alone too. They serve their purpose and their function, because although they're driving the price down, they're giving the system, the XRP Ripple's created, a heck of a workout, because we know that it's a very fast way to move money from continent to continent, from currency to currency worldwide. Let's see what else is going on in here. We've got the official XRP Twitter site, and look at that. There's the XRP logo. I love that space age look. You know, SpaceX, what used to be NASA, well, NASA's still there, but SpaceX is working out of that territory now, and their logos are cool. They're sort of like vectors, like things that fly through space. Well, let's see. XRP official at Ripple XRP 1. This is a bigwig here. He's in London, England, and he joined in May of 2016. He's way ahead of all of us here with this XRP. But let's see who else. Brad Garlinghouse. That's a name. If you're following XRP, is the man. Anything he says, listen carefully, because you'll hear him in the news soon, if not already. Huge pivotal step from NYDFS. Let's all be part of the solution for the global climate crisis, not exacerbate the problem. As more companies, Square, RH, MicroStrategy, PayPal, as they hold and provide services for Bitcoin, critical to mitigate carbon impact and use more energy efficient assets. Brad's talking about energy and assets and XRP as usual. When it's coming out of Brad Garlinghouse, he's talking about XRP. He's like the main man at XRP. I think he's a CEO, yeah. And Linda Lacewell, we'll find out who she is in a moment. With prior letter to insurers and this letter to banks and other financial institutions, including cryptocurrency, all at NYDFS regulated entities must address the financial risks of #climate change. There's no time to wait. Twitter.com/Zachary/status. That's a link. Oh my, and there's an ad for those cool little drones that kids can play with. But there was something down here that I really wanted to show you, because this is the official XRP official, site on Twitter. And there's a lot of people on Twitter that you can follow and learn a whole lot from. In fact, just about everybody who blogs around here. But back to this Facebook Ripple XRP closed group. Fascinating things happening in there. Let's see. Yeah, they're sharing things here about investing in Bitcoin. And you look at Bitcoin, do you know? Let's see what Bitcoin is doing right now. Remember Fiat Leak? Okay, remember the last three letters in the URL, which is fiatleak.com/XRP right now. If I say change this to BTC, that's Bitcoin, hold on to your hats, buckle your seat belts, sit down. Gold. Look at that. A gold map of the world. And right now, Bitcoin per coin, one Bitcoin is worth $14,899. Whoa. Whoa, that's the same one that started out at $0.006 way back. And look at the bubbles showing where Bitcoin's being sold in Japan right now. Bunch of it. Yeah, and the U.S. and Japan right now, just about neck and neck with Bitcoin sales right now. Japan. Oh, here's another one. What's this one? This one here, it tells me when I mouse over it, Turkish lira. It's going to Turkey. And these are going to Europe. There's another one, and that one is, I believe, going up there to, let's see where. It's hard to get these to when you mouse over them, they don't want to do it because look at all this. Here's another one. Now, these are going to Indonesia. These are all the currencies across the bottom of the screen at fiatleak.com/ if you wanted to look at any other Bitcoin, like right now, I just found Algorand, and that's a 4-digit code, ALGO, Algo. So fiatleak.com/ALGO, and there we have the four little currencies at the bottom. You'll see when they load up. There they are. The four currencies, the only currencies that are, oh, there it goes. And look at that logo. I love that logo. It's in the big bubbles. And these are going to USA, the USD going to USA. But you see, Russia is hooked up to Algorand's. More USD going up to the USA. Let's see, Euro. The Euro, is it? Yes, the Euro. They're paying for Euro to buy Algorand up there. And there goes some right now going up there to Europe. And there's another one over here, GHP. I don't know why they call it GHP because it's the British pound. GHP, the ruble, the British pound, the US dollar, and the Euro, all buying Algorand. And Algorand has only been out, I think, for just a few days. I just found it in my previous blog, I'm still very excited about it and still watching and love to watch what these currencies do. Now, another thing that we have is, well, we're going to take a look at my website where you'll be able to follow all the stuff that I do in my home, in my virtual reality that I've created for myself. Because actually, I'm a radio guy. I've been in radio since 1979. I've held the same job every day without missing a day. No calling sick today. That just doesn't happen. It takes a genuine holiday to make me take a day off nowadays. And I didn't take holidays off for many years. I skipped vacations a lot because I loved what I do. It's a real brick and mortar radio station. And the job that I've got now, I've had since 1993. Some of you weren't even born yet, were you? Some of you were, though. My kids have all grown up. I've got adult grandchildren already, and any day now, I hear through the grapevine, because that's the only way family contacts you when you start getting old. That's why you have to do these blogs to get their attention. Hopefully, some of them will get interested in cryptocurrency. It's worth getting into. But I don't look at this as something that I'm building for myself in hopes of gaining great wealth. It doesn't happen like that. You gotta do the time. Now, I don't know how you've done your time, but I've done some pretty hard time here because I'm just now breaking out of a shell that sort of grew over my life and enclosed me as my hips slowly deteriorated to where I needed a double hip replacement surgery. Just walking was so painful. Doing anything was painful. And just walking was almost impossible. But at work, I could get in a wheelchair and go from studio to studio, do some production in the production room, go to one studio and do a show, go to another studio, make some adjustment for somebody else's show. Always moving from studio to studio, sort of like doctors go from room to room when you visit them, and that's the way they train the doctors too. Because when they're in college, going to medical school and stuff, all along the way they've got a part-time job, probably at a hospital, and they teach those kids how everything goes from one room to one room to one room to one room. They pull a little computer with them, and all the data about the patient is with them, and everybody knows what to do. And it's from the bottom to the top. I mean, from the physical therapists will come in and talk to you. They'll say, "Hey, there's some things that are going to change in your life." Nutritionists will come along and advise you too. But what have we done, or what would you like to do for your children and grandchildren? You see, I could inadvertently walk right off the face of the earth, right off the edge of the earth tomorrow. And, it really wouldn't mean diddly because I didn't share anything with you important. And that's why I'm doing this, so I can share something with you. Because, down the road, the money system is going to change. And that crypto is going to be the way we go. And a lot of real financial people, and I got to say this before I talk about financial people, I am not a financial advisor. I'm more like a class clown who's in charge of the class. Actually, the class clown has taken over the class. Okay, and you'll learn what that means as we seriously get back into doing 3 different phases of blogs. Now, I'm going to show you what kind of blogs that I intend to get you involved with me. You can follow along with them because we're going to have fun. Okay, where we left off, of course, was at Fiat Leaks and a lot of USD, and it looks like some Euro, buying some Algorands, and now I'm going to introduce you to clifdesmond.net. This is my website, and watch out for that meteor floating by. Okay, it looks like it's just orbiting. I don't think it's coming down anywhere. But you'll see the 3 main links right there. Endeavors in cyberspace, or should I put some effect on that? Ready? Okay. If I can do this. Endeavors in cyberspace. Okay. Did I turn that echo thing off? Yeah. Oh, gotta look out for that rock. Okay. There's just another crypto hoarder, Clif Desmond's puppetry. I'm also a ventriloquist, and I've been doing puppets since I was 8 years old, and that was ages ago, back when your grandmother was a young girl. Clif Desmond's puppetry. Ever since then, what do I have for you? I've got something for you in there that's free. If you know a wannabe ventriloquist because they don't have a dummy or a puppet, there's a free puppet pattern ebook with instructions on how to make your very own puppets, and I'm going to show you some of them in just a few minutes. Because not all the puppets, but most of the puppets that I'm going to show you here were made with that one pattern. But first, just another crypto hoarder. That's a page under construction, and there you will see on the very top the latest program 001, and this is program 002 that you're watching right now. So these will probably shrink, and I'll be able to fit more in there. But what I'm doing is I'm making some room, and oh yes, I love to sit and watch the water go by, and it's so lovely, so beautiful. And now from my homepage, Clif Desmond with one F, clifdesmond.net, we have Clif Desmond's puppetry. I'm Clif Desmond, by the way. That's me in the picture with the charcoal image. Look at the background. That was in Master Control at a TV station. But I was the director, studio director of the programs that we would produce and broadcast on the station I was at. And that was Master Control because, the directors and sometimes at some TV stations, some of the news personnel will double off and they'll get a whole 40 hours. Most of the news people get their own 40 hours, and if they're doing that kind of a salary. But I had to do 40 hours. And in addition to being the director of our productions, I was calling all the camera shots and directing the assistant director to have the titles of the graphics ready, the Chiron. And that's the background, Master Control, in that picture, the charcoal one at the top. Now, let me show you some of the puppets that were made with the pattern that you can have for free with instructions at Clif Desmond's puppetry, the button on clifdesmond.net. All the puppets in the picture on the far left is a bunch of these puppets, including some of these puppets. You'll see this guy with the big yellow hair in the very top of the first image, okay? And you'll see some of the others. The little girl over here is over here, and there are many others, and these are some of the really cool ones. All these puppets, by the way, belong to other people now because when I made them, I sold them on eBay. I also sold the pattern on eBay, and I'd get $9.95 for it. And back in the days when I started, when you'd get a sale, you'd get a voice message on your computer. You remember the one that said, "You've got mail"? Well, I changed mine to say, "You've got cash." And that would be the sales of those ebooks. And I got the ebook right here. In fact, you know what? I can give you a look at it so you'll know what it is and you know what you can expect. Imagine, if you will, the 9 by 11-inch felt squares in the craft section of your favorite department store. Then, imagine, if you will, imagine that just a few of these 9 by 11-inch pre-cut felt squares are perfectly sized for the printed pages of the PDF file containing the puppet pattern and instruction ebook. All right? It's free. You can have it. You click on this, open it up, and hit print. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. Now, some people don't like free. They won't have anything free. They won't accept anything that appears to be a handout. And I understand. If that's you, I've created a special button just for you right here. It says donate. And what it does is you make a donation to Clif Desmond Enterprises, and voila, And then you can feel justified in clicking that PDF. Just download free puppet pattern ebook. There's the PDF link. Click it. And there, at lo and behold, there it is, puppet pattern instructions. Before you begin, carefully read all of the instructions first, so it'll be easier once you begin construction of your puppet. And there's all this blah, 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 but worth reading because you'll learn something. You know, it's telling you that down the road that like your puppet's been sewn inside out in order to hide the stitches when you turn it right side out, right? So when you turn right side out, you don't see the stitches. You see where the seams are. The mouthpiece is a little different. There's two ways that you can do it. You can do it with a hot glue gun onto the instructions will tell you everything you need to know. But if the hot glue gun isn't the look you're looking for, if you're looking for that foam look, because people ask me all the time, you make these puppets out of foam? No. See, there are the pattern pieces, the head, the right arm and the left arm, and the torso. And you got to remember when you're putting this stuff together, when you're all said and done with it, well, the arms have hands on the end of them. The thumbs have to be up, okay? And the head has to be on the top. And the head has to be attached at the neck by the neck on the back of the head, not the mouthpiece. But once you have the mouthpiece, see, now that's pinned together, ready to sew. That's what you want it to look like. Now here are several, very colorful variations of what we can do. And everything in the next few pictures are these particular, puppets that you're looking at now, including this guy, and this guy. This lady was actually one of these, using the pink. We use a little spray paint for the makeup and cheek effects, and actually red paint for the lipstick, and yes, nails and nail polish. And then there was another part of a video that we made with some of these characters where there's a great big sub that the dude eats in like 2 seconds and some more pictures. But now we come to the puppet pattern parts. Behold the head. This will have the ears, nose, eyes, and mouth, hair, hats, glasses, everything will rest on the head of this puppet. And you'll notice, leave open. Don't sew up the back. Cut the mouth slit, but do not sew that part. And don't sew past this. You need to sew from this part. You'll need to sew it from, all the way around. You see, we cut off the top, but we didn't cut out the stitches. You'll know to leave a little room for the stitches on that. And you'll sew it all the way around here. And then you stop right there, because that's the mouth. Then you want to start again down here below the mouth. Don't cross the mouth sewing. His mouth will be shut. You'll never get it open. Well, you can, but you'll have to do it again and get it right. So stop here, start again here, go all the way down, close it down there, but leave the back open, because that's where your hand's going to go. All right. Now, you notice when these print out on a regular sheet of paper on your printer, they're perfect to just pin to the felt squares, the 9x11-inch felt squares I told you about, okay? And then, of course, that is where the neck is. That you'll leave open. You'll leave open the arms. You cut the solid line, sew the dotted line, just like in a pattern. And when there's no solid line, just cut the pattern there. And if you pin the pattern to the felt squares, using 2 felt squares at a time, depending on what you'll need them for. The head needs 2, those are 2, 4. Okay, 6 felt squares of whatever color you want to use. See, now there's the right hand, the left hand. Thumbs have to be up when final assembly comes around. Remember that. Leave the open end open. Don't sew that shut. And don't sew this part shut. And that's just 2 9x11-inch felt squares. You get 2 arms with 3 fingers and a thumb, just like cartoon characters. And then you'll need some various other, like noses or ears. Either one of them would work for either one. And then you could improvise. You could make a long pointed nose if you wanted to. Just do the same with a triangle. Leave a little bit of the sewing open. Here, you notice how we've done it here and here. Leave a little part open because you want to put polyfill inside of the ears and the noses when you're done. This is the mouthpiece. It could be cardboard or foam board. And you can you can trace out a lot of these on one piece of foam board that you can get at the in the art department, the craft section. They'll have them. Now, here's the sewing mouthpiece instructions where you have to sew it on from the outside, including the cardboard or foam board. Okay. The other way, no, this way will give it the look of, let me see if I can get back to it. You notice that smooth foam look? See these mouths? See how they work? They're sewn in, inside out, sewn in, and then turned right side out. And it's a trick. It's a trick to getting it right, especially when it comes to putting on the head and the arms, because, well, the arms have to be right side out, slipped inside of the inside out, sewn up torso that we see above. It's all in the instructions. You'll find them there, but it's free. And like I said, if you don't like the part about the free part, don't worry about it because, well, there's that donate. And, I'll give you a clue. I sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them on eBay many years ago for $9.95. I sold them on my website for $9.95. Every place that I could put a link to tell everybody about it, they could go look and they could go buy. $9.95 came dinging in, came ringing in on my phone. And if you've got PayPal and you put some puppets together and think you might be pretty good at it, when you make these puppets, they're yours. I hold no copyrights over you for making puppets with my pattern. I give it to you freely. How about that? So you can make videos, you can sell them as puppets. People buy puppets. They will. And if you're going to sell anything on eBay, remember, start the bidding at $1. Auction that thing, because people go nuts when there's two people bidding against each other, hoping to get that final bid. All right. And then the edge with the cliff, another portion. Look at that sky. Now there you're going to find just a little sample for now, because I'm going to be doing some more shows like these. And I've got another branch of this that I call Insiders in the Spiritual Realm. That's also going to be a part of the Edge with the Cliff. But, okay, some of these are subjects. There are subjects on some of these. So I'm going to open one just so that I can show you, because you can't hear it, or you shouldn't be able to hear it. There's the guy. Okay, on this episode, I talk about your inner being, the inner you, the real you, the you inside, the you that your facade hides. Okay? Because your facade is what it is, and I know it. Okay? And as long as you can understand what it is, then you'll know it's just a facade. And then you can step outside of it, get with yourself for a few minutes, and understand who you are. And that's one of the things we talk about on the Edge with the Cliff. And that's when I had that silly headset microphone. And it was kind of wild. But I'm all right now. I'm good with I've got the USB mics now. Now, the Edge Archives link, you click that, and that's just going to simply take you to my YouTube. And it's going to take you to the Edge with the Cliff videos. There they are on my YouTube. And well, there's some more recent ones that I've done, because it took me some physical rehab to get over the double hip replacement that took me 10 years to get even looked at. But I'll tell you what, sure feels good to not have all that constant pain anymore. And I'm still rehabbing, of course. I'll probably always be rehabbing. But I'm walking straight, and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, like a dang fool out there like a kid. Having all kinds of fun, though. So the Edge with the Cliff, that's just another part of what we're going to be doing here in cyberspace. Just another crypto hoarder. And you saw it all right here. Remember my website. It's very, very easy. ClifDesmond.net. ClifDesmond. That's Cliff with one F. And you know what they say? I'll tell you what they say. There's only one effing Clif. There's only one effing Clif. That kind of sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't sound funny at all. I mean, when I say it sounds funny, I mean it darn sure don't sound funny to some people. Maybe you. And if so, too bad. I didn't say the F word. I just said effing. That's all. Next time I'll say the F word. If then you'll really be offended, and that'll be quite all right because I don't get offended over anything. I mean, people tell me the weirdest things and all that, and because I don't just follow along with what everybody else does, but I do get excited when I see everybody doing something that I'm interested in. I think other people are interested in, and this cryptocurrency XRP thing, this Ripple XRP logo, which, by the way, did you notice the Algorand? The Algorand has a very strange logo, very similar to the XRP. Look here. On Algorand, look in the upper left-hand corner. You see the A? It's like an A. Instead of being crossed in the middle like an A, it looks like a chart bar. You know? A bull run chart. Interesting. I love that space age, SpaceX looking logo for Algorand, and on the fiat leaks, I believe when you see when somebody buys Algorand, it shows up with the logo floating like a UFO over the world map. It looks like the USA is being invaded by Algorand sales from all over, well, Russia, the USA, the euro, and the British pound. There's some more USD, no surprise, all with the logo on it. I love it. So this has been just another crypto hoarder, your buddy Clif Desmond, who I'm just kind of finding some things out that maybe you'd be interested in. And if you happen to like it, well, then you can definitely check it all out. All right. So let's see if I can get back to my full screen. My full screen presence. It's amazing how this all works. I'm still getting used to it. It took a lot of time to rehab and make the comeback. And now we're ready to make it happen. We've got all the toys that I need, all the editing ability, the shooting ability, all the production stuff. And now the 3 phases of clifdesmond.net. Just another crypto hoarder, the puppetry of Clif Desmond, or Clif Desmond's puppetry, and free puppet pattern ebook, and the Edge with the Clif that'll soon be featuring insiders in the spiritual realm. And those insiders are some very interesting people, because these people really believe that they make a difference in their lives every day with their families and their friends, their relationships, and their work, and everything that they're involved with all revolves around spirituality and the specialty gifts that these people have. We're looking for them. We found a few. It's hard to get them to cooperate, but we've got some humdingers lined up. I'm not going to tell you about some of them because it's just too exciting. You just wouldn't be able to wait. If we might, it might be a day or two. It might take a month, because don't forget, we got the COVID-19 thing, and it's keeping a lot of folks from getting out and about still. Okay. So we're going to be out there rooting for everybody in the meantime. So go right ahead and feel free to share and like us, to subscribe on my YouTube. Go to clifdesmond.net with 1F, Clif Desmond with 1F. Check out what we got there. There'll be archives of this show, just another crypto hoarder. Oh, you want to have some real fun? Go into YouTube and just type in the search box, just another crypto hoarder. And only my blogs, my video blogs that I've made under that title are showing in there. That's all. All the rest are other things about hoarding. And, some people need help. And in my brick and mortar radio station job, I have help for the hoarders who hoard stuff. They can sell it on my show, The Swamp Shop, and that's on the radio. That's my day job, which I'll keep my day job. I don't expect this thing to go really big, you know. I don't think old guys do this stuff. I see all these young folks out there doing these blogs about cryptocurrency and stuff, and it's amazing, fascinating, because the kids of today, they know a whole bunch more than we knew when we were their age. They are way ahead of where we were, but we're here now. We'll do what we can, and you're invited to just keep coming back and checking us out on a regular basis. Just another crypto hoarder. This is Clif Desmond thanking you for letting me be a little part of your day.